camera is not really focusing well. I don't know what the heck is going on. Maybe I need to be right there. Okay, let's start over again. Hey guys, it's Kenya, owner of Straight from the Scalp, and I want to come to you today to answer the question that I get each and every day, it seems like. What is single donor hair? I'm about to tell you. Let's get into it. Alright guys, let's not beat around the bush. Let's get straight to the topic of interest. What is single donor hair? And why is it so expensive? Or at least more expensive, because I provide affordable hair extensions. So why is it more expensive than your standard bundles? And I'm going to tell you why. So let's take a look at a standard bundle, a couple of them, okay? So we have two standard bundles here. This is, both of these are Cambodian, and they are steamed for pattern, which once you steam hair, it's technically not raw anymore, but to me it's still raw. Just because you put a little bit of hot water don't change the texture. My hair is still raw if you wet it, so I'm not sure why they say that. But these both are Cambodian bundles. Of course, different textures. This is our, good enough, I forgot the name of the stuff. This is our, I can't think of the name, oh my gosh. But this is our, it slipped me. That's crazy. But this is Cambodian. It's a deep wave pattern. Like, no matter how much, like when you run your hand through it, you could just feel the waves in the hair. And I love this hair because when you curl it, because the pattern is so deep, such a deep wave, it holds a curl for days. Curl bounce. This is our curl bounce texture, and the reason why we call it curl bounce, because like I said, the pattern is so deep in terms of the waves that when you curl it, those curls hold for days and they have a nice amazing bounce. But this is steam for pattern. This is also steam for pattern. But what I wanted to show you these bundles is because when you have bundles like this, although the hair has been donated by several donors, what they do is they take all the hair that's donated and the hair that closely mimics each other, they put them in piles. Once they create those piles, then they sort it out to be 3.5 to 3.7 ounces of hair. So with all the people that have donated, and I judge hair by behaviors, and I call it behaviors because I've been selling raw hair for 10 years. So I don't look at raw hair as, I've been selling raw single donor hair, my fault, for 10 years. I kind of got into the game with this probably about 5 years ago. When it became really super popular. But back in the days when raw hair first came out, it was always single donor. You never got hair 3.5, 3.7, but it's due to the popularity of the hair industry that they started breaking it down like this. But I started with single donor hair. People were like, what the heck is that? Why does it cost so much money? I could get this Malaysian, Peruvian over here for $25 a bundle and you want to sell this? And it was, ooh, it was like really trying to fight to get people to understand how beautiful raw hair is and how much better it is than the hair that you're purchasing from these Asians that's not really even real hair back in the days when it used to smell like corn chips and things like that. But they've upped their game now. A lot of Asian vendors incorporate Indian hair into their bundles, so it has more longevity than it used to in the past. But it's still, you know, sometimes you find some good virgin vendors, Asian vendors that sell you some good product. But anyway, see, I ramble. So getting back, so single donor hair. So this hair is donated by multiple donors, piled and sectioned based off of texture and pattern, and then sorted to be 3.5 to 3.7 ounces and sold to you. So by the time you get it, although this is beautiful hair, and it still is, there's so many different behaviors in this hair because there's so many different people who have donated to get you this one bundle. So you might have a bundle in your hair, you're like, wow, this bundle is just so shiny, it's so bouncy, and it's just so beautiful. And the other one, it's good, but it's a little bit dull because there's so many different donors that they always won't behave the same, but they'll still give you a good outcome, especially if you use good products to maintain the hair. Now, let's look at single donor hair. Okay, I have 2 units. This is a single, let me come back. This is a single donor U-part wig, yes. Single donor, you can see the curls. No matter what you do, this is the pattern of the hair. So if you straighten it, flat iron it, curl it, dye it, with good product, it will revert back. It will revert to this same pattern because this is the pattern of the individual that donated the hair. What they gave is what you get. There's nothing that you can do that will manipulate. Of course, if you don't take care of it, then it has the ability to be compromised. But what the person donates is what you get. This unit, more than likely, due to the weight of it, this is probably just one ponytail of hair. You will see on my site that none of my single donor units have closures, and the reason why is because it's single donated ponytails, it's hard to have enough hair left over to then make a closure to go with it. So that's why you'll see a lot of them are U parts, which is still great because if you have relaxed hair, if you have Tex-Lax hair, even if you're natural, if you're not willing to compromise your curl pattern, then I wouldn't suggest naturals where the U part, the U part or V part units, because you do have to put some heat on it just to make it mimic the hair. But if you are Tex-Lax and you're willing to put a little heat to your hair as well as curl it, this will be your curl pattern. Even if you straighten this out, it will give you an amazing look, an amazing luster, and you're only dealing with the behavior of the one individual that donated this hair. So how their lifestyle was, the climates that they lived in, that's what you get. And there's less manipulation with this type of hair. Here is another unit that is a single donor unit, and this is 2 ponytails. So what it was is that the vendor was able to find 2 individuals who donated their ponytails that mimicked the same pattern and was able to give me enough to make a U-part unit. And you see how full this is. Like, this is literally full root to tip because it's an actual ponytail. And once again, the hair is on a U-part wig because there's no closures that can go with the single donor units because they're more focused on selling the actual ponytail than actual making closures to go with it. So once again, if you are Tex-Lax or you are relaxed, you can use this to blend your hair in. The hair donated is a natural 1B, as you can see the brown in the hair. And that's what another thing that I love about single donor hair, because this one is more of a black, like a number 1. So depends on what they donate is what you get. So I hope that answers the question regarding what is single donor hair and why it costs so much more than the regular bundles that we sell. The regular bundles are donated by several individuals and then they're divided into 3.5 to 3.7 ounces, where these are actual ponytails that were cut from one individual, or maybe no more. I usually don't put more than 3 individual ponytails on my hair because I want to have a certain behavior with the wigs that I sell. So and then also, good plug, if you purchase our sample hair kit, although we will never have, look at that curl, although we will never have single donor hair in the sample kit, because whatever we get is what we as single donors is what we sell. So there'll never be a pattern that we can put in a sample kit that you can consistently always get. But if you purchase the sample kit, you will get samples of our raw ponytails, our raw bundles, and that'll give you opportunity to touch it, feel it, fry it, dye it, lay it to the side, and you get a good, let me show you. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I'm gonna show you how much you get. Because I remember back in the days when the Malaysian, Peruvian hair first came out, and they would give you samples of it, and they would give you this much. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't do nothing with that. So we give you this much. Like, you can make a bang out of this if you wanted to, but, or I mean, it's enough to where you can even take it and put it on the back part of a wig that you already have, and it'll help you to figure out whether or not, which it won't, but you might be wondering, well, this hair snag in the back of my hair, will I get that bird nest? We give you enough where you could put this in your, incorporate in some of your own wigs to test how it will behave if you were to get a full unit or full bundles. And then look how small, like look how thin the weft is. Oh my goodness, for those ladies that still get sew-ins, this hair is life right here because the weft is so thick. Our Indonesian wefts are really, really thick, but our Cambodian wefts are really, really thin. So I hope I was able to answer your question regarding single donor hair. I did answer it, put it that way, but I hope you have a better understanding of why single donor hair is considered our luxury hair and is more expensive than our regular bundles, because it gives you a body, a pattern, no more than 2 to 3 behaviors in each unit, which will also give you that amazing longevity if you use maintenance and use proper salon products. So once again, this is our single donor hair. Check us out at straightfromthescalp.com. And I always want to say this: like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.